The first time I was interested in conservation of this territory was some years ago, when Montañas Vacías was just a handful of lines in my head. When I realized that I could find here in my own place all those experiences and emotions that I was looking for in my trips to faraway places. Later, when Montañas Vacías was born, I realized that most of the travelers that were finishing the route told me that one of the things that most surprised them was the fact of being whole days without hearing nothing but the birds or the noise of the wind in the trees, and that made me realize that I have to protect this really big treasure that we have. Thanks to a good friend, I discovered the work of Quiet Parks International. It is a non-profit that is dedicated to try to find the quietest places on the planet and trying to raise awareness about the importance of preserving them, both for people and for the animals and the landscapes that they are living in. One of the founders of Quiet Parks is Gordon Hampton, and when I read one of his books, I discovered that the parameters, the standards that he was using to define if a place is quiet or not could be met perfectly in this area. So that was the moment when I really decided to do something to preserve that big treasure that I thought we have. Because we are not talking about silence as the absence of sound. We are talking about silence as the absence of human-made noise pollution. Since then, it's been a couple of years of learning and discovering and a lot of conversations with the people on Quiet Parks International. And the key moment of this learning process was when last year a couple of volunteers of Quiet Parks, Ursula and Emily, came here to test and record some of the parts of Montañas Vacías, and it was a real privilege for me to be able to ride with them for some days. I was learning a lot from them. It was a wonderful experience for me. The recorder and the microphones became an essential part of my gear when I travel with my bike, and it's curious because I even choose my destinations depending on what I will find, about the sounds that I will find. If it's deer season, if it's crane season, or if the down at spring is on its peak, and it's so interesting. Pausing and feeling your surroundings through a pair of microphones, it changes completely your perception of a landscape. You start feeling that it's the first time that you are hearing the things that are around you. For example, it's like you have never listened a bird song, or it's like you have never heard the wind in a tree. It changes completely the perception of the place that you are. And it also has like a meditative aspect. It's just like the photography, but it goes a step farther, because you have to stop, you have to stay longer in the place while you are recording. That makes that you feel even more inside the place that you are recording. We can only take care of what we know. That's why I think that the best way to preserve this treasure is to raise awareness about it. because we all want a greener future for our planet, but that future must involve as well to preserve these last natural places that we have, those places that can serve as to reconnect with nature in our lives, because we are losing that connection with nature. That's why I like how Gordon Hampton defined these places. He considered them like real sanctuaries of silence. Now, Quiet Parks has named Montañas Vacías as Quiet Trail, and it's become the first quiet trail in Europe, and it's also the first bikepacking route that gets this recognition in the whole world. That's why we came again, like a kind of celebration. We came again with volunteers of Quiet Parks International to do some days recognizing the area again, taking some recordings and some testing. To like I said, is like to celebrate again this award. So Emily has came again this year, and this year is joining us Nahun. However, I don't see this recognition as an award for Montañas Vacías, for my project or for myself. I prefer to see it like an award for this area and for these villages, like a call to action or like a wake-up call that finally makes us realize that what we have, the real value of these landscapes. Sometimes I feel that the word the populations justifies everything here in the area. It's the source of every conflict, of every problem here. But this word is always approached from a perspective of absence of people, of resources, of an efficient management. But I prefer to see all these things about silence not as the absence of anything, because also silence is a side of the population as well. But I prefer to see it not like the absence, but the presence of the natural wealth of a territory. I think this award can be a nice opportunity for these communities to attract a different profile of visitor, more connected to the reality of the place, more connected to the real issues of this area. I always say that I'm not trying to attract more visitors, but better visitors. Hopefully, this could be a smart contribution to preserve this treasure that is silence. Also, I think this is the most powerful tool we have to preserve and take care of our environments, but also it's the most powerful tool that we have to take care of ourselves. And why not? As I said, is the most beautiful opportunity that we have for our villages, because I think it could be a great resource for them. And also because it gives the power to the people, because it means that we, all of us as individuals, can create something to try to preserve our landscapes and to try to give something to our communities.